Chapter 10. Lines in the Sand. Zeke made his way through the narrow corridors of the underground bunker, his steps quick and purposeful. The guards let him pass without question, unaware of what had just transpired in Rourke's office. As he emerged into the night, the city of Skyhold sprawled before him, bathed in the dim glow of neon lights and the hum of distant drones patrolling the skies. The city felt like a living, breathing entity, a battleground where alliances shifted as easily as the wind. His comm buzzed again, but this time he hesitated before answering. He knew it could be Kara or even Delan questioning his loyalty, testing his resolve. Finally he answered, but his voice was steely, prepared for anything. "Zeke!" Kara's voice came through again, calm, but with an edge of impatience. "Meet me at the old factory near the south quadrant. We need to talk." Zeke clenched his jaw. "You've got some explaining to do." "I know, just get here." The line went dead, leaving Zeke alone with his thoughts. As he made his way to the factory, every step felt heavier. He couldn't shake the image of Kara pulling the trigger on Rourke without hesitation. She had saved him, yes, but why? Was it truly for the cause, or was she playing her own game? The abandoned factory loomed over Zeke as he approached, its rusted frame a relic of the city's forgotten past. Inside, the space was vast and empty, filled only with the echoes of distant machinery long silenced. In the center of the room, Kara stood waiting, her arms crossed, her face as unreadable as ever. "Rourke's dead," Zeke said, stepping forward, his eyes locked on hers. "You killed him. Now tell me why." Kara didn't flinch. "I did what had to be done. You were going to let him walk, Zeke. I couldn't risk that." "You don't know what I was going to do," Zeke snapped. "I was trying to figure out another way." "There was no other way," Kara replied, her voice sharp. Rourke was a threat to everything. Concord, the rebellion, Skyhold itself. He would have burned the city to the ground if it meant gaining power. Zeke shook his head, frustrated. "That doesn't explain why you acted so quickly. You've always followed orders, Kara. But this felt personal." Kara's expression softened for a moment, but then her guard went back up. "We don't have the luxury of waiting around, Zeke. Not anymore. Delan's closing in and the rebellion is falling apart. If we don't act decisively, we're all going to be crushed between two factions that care more about control than the people they're supposed to protect." Zeke stared at her, his mind reeling. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying we're out of time," Kara replied. "Delan already knows something's off. He suspects you're no longer loyal. If he finds out we took out Rourke without his approval, we're dead." Zeke felt a pang of fear, but pushed it down. "So what's the plan then? We just disappear?" Kara stepped closer, her voice lowering. "No, we expose Delan." Zeke blinked, stunned by the suggestion. "Expose him? Delan controls Concord's operations in Skyhold. He has the entire city under surveillance. How are we supposed to take him down?" Kara's eyes flickered with something Zeke hadn't seen in her before, an intensity that bordered on desperation. "We have something that can turn the tide, Zeke. Something big." Zeke felt a pit form in his stomach. "What are you talking about?" Kara reached into her jacket and pulled out a small device, its sleek black casing reflecting the dim light. Rourke wasn't the only one playing both sides. Delan has been working with rebel factions, but not in the way we thought. He's been orchestrating the chaos in Skyhold, keeping both sides weak so Concord can maintain control. Zeke's mind raced. You have proof of this? Kara nodded. This device contains intercepted communications between Delan and rebel leaders. He's been feeding them false information, stoking the fires of rebellion while ensuring they never actually succeed. He's playing the same game Rourke was. Zeke's pulse quickened. If we can expose Delan, we can end this war. Kara's face hardened. Exactly. But it's not going to be easy. Delan's paranoid, and he's watching us. We need to act fast before he catches wind of what we're doing. Zeke's mind whirled with possibilities and dangers. This was bigger than anything he'd ever been a part of. If they succeeded, they could bring down not just Delan, but the entire corrupt system that had been choking Skyhold for years. But if they failed... He looked at Kara, searching her eyes for any sign of doubt. But all he saw was determination. "We'll need help," Zeke said finally. "We can't do this alone."
Kara nodded. "I know just the people, but we have to move now."